Now, many Afghan refugees have bet on a better future abroad, but some of those fleeing to Europe are struggling to integrate. Afghan asylum seekers say they've been sidelined by new efforts to resettle thousands of refugees crossing the Mediterranean. Sandra Gathmann reports from Brussels.
In a quiet corner of Brussels, a group of Afghan men returned to the church they took shelter in some months ago. Despite having been forced out, they are welcomed back often to share their stories with visitors. They say Afghanistan's plight after 4 decades of war has been forgotten, buried under new concerns for thousands of immigrants arriving to Europe from the Mediterranean and Syria. Farid arrived in Belgium 5 years ago, escaping death threats from the Taliban back home. But life here has been hard too.
When you live here without papers, you have no rights. People look at you as if you were not human, and it's painful. Of course I miss my country, my family, my people, my village, but my life is at risk over there.
A designer by trade, he helped build this traditional Afghan house with his friends, a plea to one day have a home of their own. It was the first time in 5 years Farid has put his skills to use.
I'd like to do something, work in a factory or help design houses, but without papers we can't get jobs. Our options, our path is blocked.
Across town, an Afghan family has been living in this one-bedroom flat while awaiting their asylum petition. It's been rejected 6 times in the last 5 years. The youngest 2 of their 5 children were born here but have no rights to citizenship. Faisal is getting cash in hand for odd jobs, but works long hours and for little pay.
Life at the moment is very difficult because for the last 7 months, after a negative decision towards our request, we've not received any financial help, not even to send the kids to school.
As a mother, Roya says she worries for her children and has recently developed diabetes because of stress. But she says she doesn't regret having more children despite their uncertain future.
God has given us our children as a gift, and we have to accept that. The children give us joy and are great company.
Like the Afghans, there are many others here sans papiers or without documents. They get together regularly to demand basic rights, rain or shine.
6 months ago, as many as 500 people gathered here every month at any given time. But as the months have gone by, many have felt disillusioned. Those who are here have come despite the pouring rain, and they say they're here to stay.
Out in the streets, Farid and his friends risk being deported by police at any moment. But they've chosen not to keep quiet about their hopes to one day join society, if not for their future, for others to have a chance to. Sandra Gathmann, CCTV, Brussels.